update. So I will add that to my list of things to Google.
Remember, Lynn, I tried that. I tried to do the Windows 10, and remember, after it messed up my computer and everything, then I found someplace that read that said, don't do it. No,
I'm
yeah.
suggesting that this is a new one since the one
That's
you
right.
did. Because
Yeah, I think it is.
yours was several months or a month or so ago, and usually they come out every month or so with a new update.
But I guess my point is to check and see if other people say don't do it before you do it.
Yeah, sign up for some tech blogs and see. But I'll Google Windows 10 update and see what the tech folks are saying about it. Because that's a good question. Because there's a lot of updates. I know the iPhones just got a new update as well. So, and my mom
I think it's the one,
that.
you know, and it was talking about, it said new Edge browser, smooth and solid. Well, I have Firefox, but you told me I could use Edge too.
Mm-hmm.
But then it seems people found when they were doing it that it was slowing things down.
Mm-hmm.
So
most updates, especially if you have an older computer, updates will slow your computer down because it takes more RAM and basically all the stuff inside your computer is just getting more stuff added to it. And if it's an older processing system, it doesn't have the power that they design it for the newer computers. So that tends to be after a couple of years why your computer gets slower and slower, if that makes any sense.
after a couple of years. Your timelines are so different from mine. You know?
Especially if we also get slower and slower, faster and faster. So
Right.
That's why I suggest when you buy a new computer to get the highest processing power you can, because it will last longer for that reason. That's what I would recommend splurging on if you can afford it.
I have a label on my laptop that was suggested by a guy who fixed my old computer, and he told, this is Acer Aspire 5, and I went to Micro Center to get it. He set it all up for me, and he says, I can't believe, you know, for the price you're paying, this is a really good one. It's really fast. So I don't know how to, I mean, it's got a label here with information, but I don't know which one to look at. Like it says Intel Core with turbo boost up to 4.0 gigahertz.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what tells you if it's fast?
Yeah, that gives you some indication. It's usually an i7 processor or something.
Yes, it is. i7, yes.
Yeah, that i7
should...
is, and then it just adds more detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I should be pretty good for a while.
For a while. Unless the companies come up with intense new updates that destroy all computers. Because they tend to do that because they know that they can make money off you because you have to get a new computer then, or
we call it planned obsolescence.
Yes.
As a marketing tool.
or getting the shaft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Lynn. Good morning, everybody. On this topic, is there any laptop computer that would equate to a high power desktop? Are there any differences that way?
So you want the processing power of a desktop in a laptop?
Is that possible?
It is. It's more expensive because laptops are portable, so it's harder to fit as much stuff in it as you can on the tower of a desktop. So you can, like my laptop that I use all the time for video editing, it is got a lot of stuff on it because I'm doing all this video editing stuff on it. So it needs that. But it would have been cheaper for me to buy a desktop with the specs on it. But because I wanted it to be portable, it just costs more. So
Thank-
yeah, so it is, and you can build your own. There are people that, you know, do that for fun, which might be a little bit cheaper, but not for you. But yeah, we can look into that if you wanted stuff, if you wanted specific stuff.
If anyone else would be interested too, yeah, I'm seeing that a portable unit would probably be best for me.
Mhm.
And if I'm going to invest in something, I'm hearing that I need to go ahead and make that couple of, or 3 or 4 steps higher than
Mhm.
your average bear. Yeah.
The other question I always ask is, what are you trying to do? Like,
Mhm.
if you're just going to the internet, you don't need a whole lot of stuff on it. If you're not saving photos or videos or doing anything like that, you don't need as much processing power.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to anticipate what you will be doing with it rather than what you are now doing with it.
True.
So I have Windows because I'm familiar with Microsoft Office. I would probably want nearly the full higher suite in old language, like Word, PowerPoint, Excel. I will be taking courses. I probably want to download and save more than I am now.
Mhm.
And then there's the unknown. You don't know what you're going to run into. Like, okay, now there's Zoom and these other things that may not take up a lot, but it would be great to get slightly ahead of the curve if possible.
Mhm. And Zoom, as we figured out, you know, when we learned about virtual backgrounds, some processing powers couldn't handle it because Zoom takes up a lot of processing power because it's collecting all these video footages and trying to show them all on your screen without any lag time. So you can see that in the processing power with virtual backgrounds on Zoom in particular. So that was a good example you brought up. That none
Yeah,
of
and
us
I think medical visits and, you know, sharing who knows what, just a lot of things are coming to us.
This way,
you
on
know.
this, doing things this way, yeah.
Yeah, we never thought we'd be here a year ago, did we?
Now, this is all a whole new dimension of what we're doing.
Yes.
Lynn, thinking of Zoom, I had downloaded it onto my laptop, but do I not get the virtual backgrounds or be able to have scheduled meetings unless I sign into Zoom? Is that what I have to do?
If you could probably enter Zoom without logging in and get virtual backgrounds, but it'd probably be easier if you logged into a Zoom account to do it.
Okay, well, actually, and I would, all right, here's my next question then. To Zoom in, they want your date of birth. What happens if I give them a fake one?
Nothing.
Okay, because I mean, that's just giving them one more piece of my information. So who knows where after reading what you sent.
My guess is you might want to write down what your fake birthday is because it might be a way for them to verify you're legitimate when you have to do a password reset.
Okay, good.
So I would, that would be the only reason to use your legitimate one if you lock yourself out and need.
Okay, but I don't have, like, on the bottom of my screen, it doesn't say anything about virtual backgrounds with the way it is now. So that's what.
If you go to, do you see the mute and stop video buttons on the bottom left of your screen?
Yep.
If you hit the little caret, the little triangle thing next to stop video.
Oh, I was on the wrong side of the screen. Okay. Okay. But you can only do this when you're on Zoom, right?
Or another virtual platform like Skype or something, yeah.
Okay. Integrated choose, oh, very good, thank you.
So you can do virtual background, which is what will give you what Betty Ann and Sue have.
Right.
And video filters will clean up your face and things to make you look better if you
Take
want.
off wrinkles?
I don't know. You could try it.
Okay, well, don't think I'm not listening if you all of a sudden see me messing with it while we're on today.
No worries.
But
One
see,
other
Lynn,
quick-
you have to be careful because before when you were telling somebody how to find the virtual background, you used that term carrots again. We had no idea what you were talking about. So when you just said the little triangle pointing up, that's what we need to hear. Remember, we don't automatically know all the lingo you're using. So
Yeah,
thanks.
I apologize.
One other quick,
Every time I go above your head.
yeah.
I'm picturing a carrot. I didn't see a carrot, so.
But you're talking rubbish. I don't know why that's called a carrot. It
Shaped
Maybe.
like this. That's kind of carrot-like, right? Like
Right.
But an arrow, to me, it's like a little arrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
that works too. Yeah.
So Lynn, where are the filters that change how you look?
It's at that little triangle carrot arrow thingy. It says choose photo. What did it say? Video filter. So under filters, you can do things like gray out, make you,
Oh.
So I don't have that. I just have virtual background there at the carrot.
Do you see? Oh, maybe you need a different. Maybe you need a different. What's it called? Update. Maybe you have a old update of Zoom
Okay.
that you need to update.
It does have video setting underneath the virtual background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might be there. But really the touch up is actually under, if you go to the settings bit, under the video settings, it's there's a touch up my appearance and you can adjust for low light, which is good as well. So,
Yeah, I see that. Touch up my appearance is
yes.
there. So I have it. It's just someplace else.
Yep. But if you are spending time with your grandkids, you can use the video filters as well and add crazy things to your head, play games with them and things.
So once I go to touch up my appearance, though, it doesn't seem to do anything. Do I have to click something then to make
Well,
that?
right now you're not showing us your video, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Or maybe you're just so beautiful that it knows you don't need touch-ups.
Well, when I hit touch up my appearance, it doesn't change anything. It's just the same. So I don't know.
Maybe it thinks you're perfect the way you are.
So here I
Right.
am. So here I am, live and in person, with my virtual background. Can I do both at the same time, virtual background and touch up my appearance?
Yes.
But I don't
Okay.
have, I don't have any choices for a virtual background on mine. Is that?
You might need to hit the little plus button on the right-hand side and add them yourself.
Oh,
Some
okay.
some come with ones. Like Betty Ann's is a generic image that sometimes Zoom will have, and sometimes you have to update it. I think Ken's is another default, but not all computers have those for whatever reason. And Sue Fry and Terrence both uploaded photos themselves to do it. So you could upload a photo that you have on your computer.
see it.
Or download.
Oh,
I'm going to try that.
I have a question, Lynn.
But
Yes,
you have to do that during a Zoom meeting to do that? You have to be,
you could set it ahead of time before you
Okay, okay.
join. Yeah.
right.
Hey, Lynn, I have a
Yeah.
question. Now, I don't know what it looks like from where you're sitting, but where I'm sitting, I've got the San Francisco Bridge behind me. But
Right.
right up here, I'm getting like my head's on fire or something. Does anyone else see that?
Yeah, we see
Yeah.
that.
You'll see your
Picture behind
painting
you.
backwards. I think it's trying to determine what's a background and what's a foreground, and it can't figure out with the painting behind you what that is necessarily. So if you go to a simpler wall, just like a white wall
Maybe,
layout.
yeah,
It
okay,
would be better.
okay.
I had a choice. If I have a green screen, click that. Do you have to have a green screen to click that,
No.
or?
No.
You should click that.
If you have a green screen, then you can use
Yeah,
that.
but how do you get a green screen, I guess? is what-
Buy one. I have, it's just like you can buy, Ken has one. It's just like a green bedcloth. You just hang it on the wall behind you.
Oh, you literally have something physically there. Okay.
Physically, yeah.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the
but
weather
that-
forecasters have.
Yes,
um,
yes, okay.
And movies, that's how they film all the special effects in movies as well. They film it in, that's changing though, with Mandalorian did a breakthrough on that, but they won't be doing it so much. But green screens for the last 20 years have been how they do all the CGI animation, special effects stuff.
And you can get a green screen on Amazon fairly cheaply.
Mm-hmm. Ken just bought, right? Ken, you just bought like green bed sheets, right?
No, what I used in my photography when I was shooting portraits and choir photos and stuff like that is, to be honest with you, I went down to the store and I bought a giant, a king size bed sheet, black, and just brought it home and tacked it up, and that's what I use. It's $20, so, and it works fine, But that was from when I was taking a lot of pictures, the choir and stuff like that. So
Other questions?
Lynn,
Yes.
different subject. On Sunday, when going to come in and get the flu shot,
Mhm.
how I'll have my scooter. What's my best way to get in? I haven't been in there since all
COVID.
have it loose.
Right. So for the flu shots, you're going to go in the Spellman entrance. So as you walk, I would park right along that portico and walk up the sidewalk, and you can go in the door, not the front door that would take you to the sanctuary, but there's a side door that takes you to Spellman.
It goes right up alongside the Spellman all the
Spellman
way.
Hall.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll
It
go
goes-
in that
goes-
entrance.
it goes into Spellman Junior, doesn't it?
Yes, and then, but that's where you'll go get your flu shot, and then you'll leave that way too. And there'll be signage to direct you. Yeah, so there's, so you're not interacting with the worship people and exposing yourself to more people.
And when is the flu shot? When is that again?
Shots are this Sunday from 8 a.m.
This Sunday.
This Sunday, 8 a.m. till noonish. There's a sign up that went out in the church email today. I can send it to you again if you like. There are some shifts that are full already.
Okay. All right.
I'm
All right. Thanks.
at 10:30. I'll try not to expose myself.
Well, my situation, as you know, is somebody sent me a video link. I hit the video link and it just shows me the video.
Mhm.
So I did everything. I did left click. I did right click. I went to the internet. I read the . Then I found out the different types of computers, different types of programs will use different types of steps. Depending on, like, if you have AOL email, then maybe it's a little different if you have something else. So whatever. I didn't get from A to B. I didn't get it downloaded. So I don't want to take up the group's time. But I don't even know exactly how to, like, if you have like a video here on the, here, like it has insert video.
Mhm.
I'm not sure about that here on my Zoom feature.
What I would suggest, Sue, is just opening up the video like you would watch it normally and show it to them through the internet.
Oh, so it's the same like when I screen share, I'm going to my PowerPoint. This time I can screen share and actually go to the internet and actually go to that link that's been sent to me and just click that.
And
It's-
you
and
can
then
have it open before the class and just hit the play once you want to show it. Does that make sense?
Have it open where?
Have it open before the class starts. So all you have to do is open Chrome or Safari or whoever, whatever your
Well-
browser is.
Well, usually what happens is when I exit, Chrome is on my desktop. So I just click that and then I go to my email and then I have to click that particular link.
You should be able to click that link before your class and it can just sit on your desktop. Do you want to practice that now?
Yeah,
Find if
but I
Sue-
don't want to eclipse the group's time, see?
We're not all that busy, you know?
Okay,
Go ahead.
Sue, go ahead and open your email and find that link.
okay, I'll share screen.
Don't share yet. Wait till you found the video link.
Do what?
Don't
Go to
share
video.
your screen yet. Go find the video first.
Well, I have to leave the meeting to go to, I have to leave the screen in order to go to my desktop.
Are you in full screen mode?
I'm in full screen mode. Exit full screen?
Yeah, exit full screen. Just hit the escape button.
Got it. I exited full
smaller.
screen. Oh, great. There I am.
Now you should
I'm
be
all-
able to go to your
And I'm
email.
already on the internet. Got it. Okay, so now I'll go where I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it helps when it's not full screen. I'm sorry. I should have
Yeah,
thought of that. It's my fault.
okay.
Sorry. I failed you. Other questions while Sue's looking up that link?
This
Yeah,
is just a funny one. My laptop came in a cardboard box. That cardboard box is perfect to sit on my coffee table to put the laptop on while I'm Zooming. Is there a problem with that? Is that okay? Is there any way that it's too hot or anything? for the-
No.
How about the wireless optical mouse? Is that okay using it on wood, on cardboard? Okay.
That's what I did for a long time. I wanted a standing desk, but I didn't want to pay for a standing desk. So I just brought in an Amazon box and plopped my laptop on and used it as a standing desk. And then the church went, Lynn, we should just buy you a standing desk because you clearly would use it. I'm like, don't waste the money. I'm happy with my cardboard box.
Okay, thank you.
So,
I think, Lynn, maybe it was your last release. You talked about setting up, I forget what it was, high efficiency or high, what was it? It wasn't maybe efficiency. It was something else to set up higher.
I'm trying to remember.
Speed, internet,
Update your internet speed? Update your bandwidth?
No, it had,
Upload and download speeds?
I'm sorry, I should have it here.
No
Yeah,
worries.
It was your last issue.
Last week we talked about internet speeds. We talked about that thing that you found that Governor Wolf passed about inheritance, and we talked a lot about a lot of depressing things.
Yeah.
And social networking stuff.
Speaking of, I did watch The Social Dilemma.
What you
I don't
think?
know how I slept. I'm
Yeah,
passing it
it's-
on.
it's lucky that I'm still on Zoom. I know that I even turned it on today. Oh, wow. What
Yeah.
can we do about that?
Luckily-
Nothing, right?
Advocate for your rights.
Mhm.
Write to your Congress and state representatives and say, I'm concerned about these issues. Please, I don't know what, but please. add
Okay,
it to the list.
Lynn, I've got the email.
Great. So click that link.
Click the link,
Mhm.
okay?
And then hit pause once it's opened.
Where do I hit pause? Oh yeah, hit pause down here in the bottom. Okay, I got on pause.
Now screen share your, so what you can do is you can do that before your Zoom meeting. You can open that up and then you can log into Zoom. And then you can screen share when you're ready to show that video. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
so I got it paused. So what do I do now? Do I leave? Do I hit the X in the corner to get out of my computer, out of my,
No, go ahead and hit the little blue icon at the bottom. That's the Zoom logo.
well, hit that icon. That puts me back.
Yes.
Okay. I see. So I will have that automatically behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Then all I have to do is kind of click the arrow in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I click the arrow in Zoom, the little X. I said arrow, X at the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Go out of that like I just did. Just do this. No, that's
then-
leave meeting. I don't want to leave meeting.
Then
Cancel.
your screen share, that green button that says share screen.
Share screen. Okay, so I'm gonna set up the video on the computer. I'm writing this down. Hit pause under the video. So that is in place before the meeting. Then hit it when I am ready to show the video. Hit Zoom icon to return. Yes?
Yes.
Do I have to have screen share on for any reason?
You'll
No, because it's behind it already.
once you're in the Zoom meeting, you'll hit, when you're ready to show the video
Yes.
them, you'll hit share screen.
So I have it ready before the meeting. I hit share screen to show it.
Yep.
Then I hit the Zoom icon to get me back into the gallery mode.
Mhm.
Yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But see, when I got there, you saw it automatically started showing it, but when I paused it, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
once you share your screen with them, then you can hit the play button and show them the video that way.
Okay, I will definitely try it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
very much.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to go up to full screen mode here.
Sounds good.
I don't click that I'm going out of internet. I just click this gallery mode.
Yep.
I just kept that where I had it. I can take care of it afterwards. Thank you.
Yep.
It's all set.
Sounds good.
Oh, it sounds real good to me too. I got it.
Fingers crossed Sunday goes well for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Little bit of just an aside. A long time ago, let's say 2007, 2008, I was over in Lithuania and they had a whole tech center, but I didn't know how to communicate with their tech people. That's making a long story really short. Okay. So the other teachers were using the PowerPoints. And I'm like this, and I'm left lecturing. Well, I found ways to keep the students engaged, but it wasn't the same as having a PowerPoint. Well, after I got back to the States, I got way onto PowerPoint. And I learned how to do that. Then I had to learn how to do PowerPoint for different places I visited, and each church or school had a different setup. So I finally got PowerPoint together, and now it's a completely new world with Zoom, except they're interrelated.
You're good. You are
Yeah.
good.
No way. I'm still trying to figure it out.
No,
Very impressive.
good.
Chuck, you were going to say something?
I'm still trying to figure out how to take screenshots of a DVD off of a DVD. Have you heard anything more about that?
Ken, what program do you use for scrapping the Christmas or the choir stuff on the video stuff? You're muted.
What I did, in fact, it's funny, I just did something this morning. They were asking for some pictures of the choir. And so I went back and I started a video of the choir. Now, this is my own video. I mean, you know, I have it resident, so I can stop it. So I stopped it. And when I did, I have a computer, and I just hit the Windows, you know, with the 4 Windows button, and then up that you look at the top row past the airplane that's print screen. And when you do that, it will take a screenshot, and it will put it into your computer under photos. If you go under, you know, file, you know, this computer, photos, screenshots, and it'll be there.
Chuck's tried that.
Yeah, I'm working on a Mac, Ken, but I have a couple programs called Snap and Drag, which allow me to take screenshots of just about anything.
Yeah.
But I had a DVD that was moved from VHS video,
Right.
and it was done by Discounts over on Gay Street. And I tried to do exactly what you said. I brought up the screen that I wanted, hit pause, and then
Okay.
tried to do a screenshot using 2 or 3 different programs of the image that I wanted.
Yeah.
And all I got was a gray box.
Yeah. Well, it's not capturing obviously not capturing the picture. What you see is not what you get in this case.
Right.
But,
So
you know, I'm not a Mac person. So I can't answer the question. Lynn, you might be able to, but you know, I think it's taking a screenshot, but it's not seeing what you're seeing.
Right. Well, I've done that with a lot. I mean, I use the Snap and Drag program and take a picture off the internet that way.
Yeah.
And it works just fine. I mean, it does text, it does graphics, it does anything, but it won't take a picture of this image that I want off of a DVD, which is really what's frustrating me, because I've tried a variety of different programs. I've done Google searches on the internet to try to figure out how to do it on a Mac. I've tried to follow the instructions, and it still doesn't work. Lynn and I are toying with the idea of maybe that Discounts put a copy protect on it and won't let me take all that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a loss my next step is to go back to them and say, is that what you did? You know,
Yeah, that's a fair question. You know, I mean, it's a fair question. I mean, you know, when I do the videos, I pull them off the church video. You know, there's no protection like that. It's just what you see is what you get.
Right.
But it sounds like to me they may have put a protection factor in there.
Because I had that same issue when we did the Downton Abbey class at Westminster. I would try to capture some clips from the TV show to show in the Sunday school class, and it wouldn't let me. I had to buy the software program where I took the copyright off, which is technically illegal.
Right.
And then I was able to do it. And I'm happy to do that to your DVD if you need to, and try that too. But you could also go to.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that myself, or I would definitely do it. So
I use a program called Wondershare, I think. Wondershare on Converter. Wondershare on Converter. I think it was like Wondershare. I can find a link for you. I think I had to pay for it. It was like $60 or so.
Wow.
And then it gave me a license and you could put it in.
I'd be happy to let you look at the DVD.
That's okay. I'm happy to do that for you if you want to drop
$60,
it.
I'd be happy to let you look at it.
Give me the screen or the timestamp of the shot you want. Or I can just digitalize it for you, and then you don't have the VOP files.
Lynn, I have a program called Snagit, and then I got it 2 or 3 years ago. It's about $35 or $40, at least it was then. And what it does is you set up your video on your screen, and then you can record what's playing on the video, and then process it down, and that's what I use, like, for example, the choir stuff. And but I've never run into a licensing problem per se.
But home video shouldn't be that issue, but.
No, and I've gotten stuff off of the internet, like YouTube, for example. So there's not a fact. I don't know what it is.
It's hard to say. Yeah, it's not easy.
Ken, are you the one that's going to change or is changing the virtual choir into a YouTube video for us? By any
I
chance?
am not.
Oh, darn.
That's probably Chris Vogel.
Yeah.
But I am working with Chris to provide some pictures of the choir or the church, because when you're looking at the choir singing, occasionally, like, I don't know if you saw the last one, but when it started, there was a shot of the sanctuary with no one in it. And I did take that and send it to him. But I've been looking around and searching for shots that are meaningful. And that's exactly why I did the screenshot today of the choir actually performing during a streaming video. And I stopped it and did the screenshot like I told you. But no, Chris is the genius behind all that stuff, not me. Let's make that very clear.
Sounds negotiable.
Yeah.
Ken, there
There's
is
a
a
lot
Mac.
of work to do.
There is a Mac version of Snagit.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
$50, one-time fee.
Yeah, and they have other much more sophisticated programs, but I didn't need that. I just needed something that would capture the video. So
Mhm.
I don't know if that'll solve my problem or not, but I'm not sure I want to spend $50 to try it.
I wouldn't do that either. I'd find out if there's a licensing issue before you spend that money.
I would see if you can do a refund if you use it less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Call them. I've done that before. I've downloaded things and I bought this accidentally, and they refund me. But yeah, it's not fun.
Well, I'll see what I can figure out here.
It sounds like you have to pay money to do
Yeah.
it, whether it's Ken's program or my program. Other questions? Things you're pondering or worried about?
There's a free trial.
A trial of what?
Snagit.
Oh, wonderful. There you go.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, you had a couple of 3 days to explore it, and I don't use anywhere near the tremendous capability it has, and that's just the basic program. I mean, you can put text in there, special effects. I wasn't interested. I was just interested in capturing the choir's videos from the church, So, great program actually.
Mm-hmm.
Is that for,
15 days.
would that be for me, or is that for desktop or not?
Mhm. You could get it on your
Windows
computer.
or Mac download.
Give me the quick version. Where would I use that?
If you're trying to get a video of something on the internet, you can use it to capture that. I don't think you need it, Dan.
No, I don't think so either.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I've got other things on my plate.
Yes. Focus on backing up your computer and things like that.
Referring back to that email you recently sent that told us to watch Social Dilemma,
Yeah.
you had another link to check your password strengths.
Oh yeah, yesterday.
And I did that, but you've got me so paranoid that I didn't even put my real passwords in, but similar. Like if
Yeah.
I had spelled out 3, I would make it 4, but just exactly the same number of letters and the same, whatever I wanted to do. And of the I think there's 5 saved on my computer of things I use all the time.
Mhm.
It was interesting because one of them that I wrote in frustration that I don't use very often was, I'll make it just a little bit different. There are too many darn passwords. And as a sentence, all run together, all lowercase.
Yeah.
And you know what? It said it would take 47 years for them to figure that one out.
Yeah, it seems
love
that
it.
longer is better, right? Longer
Yeah.
is better.
So, but then I put in the
Not in my
password, and
case.
again, I changed it slightly, that my husband uses a lot, and I keep telling him don't do it. It said it would take 3 or 4 seconds for it to figure that one out. So I have to talk to him and show him. But thank you for that.
Yeah,
Welcome.
that's what I'm gonna do this afternoon, is change a lot of passwords.
Yeah, when I found it, I was like, oh, this is really interesting. But I like that visual, that chart. I don't know if you guys.
Exactly, that's really good. That's really good.
It was helpful to see it. And
Yeah.
and I'm sure it changes quickly with the updates of their technology.
Oh, I like the ones that were gonna take 1,000 years or something.
I was very grateful. I tested the ones I use as a default when I'm not creative enough to send one password to do it for me. And they were pretty strong. I was pretty impressed.
I want to do that. I'm not by nature paranoid, although I'm becoming increasingly so.
Yeah, really.
I said, okay, now I might take that and put it in. Now, how do I know what's happening to this? You know what I mean? I've really gotten almost paranoid. It helps with the person I live with, I think. But it's I've become very paranoid in terms of, you dare take something and put it into that program? Am I doing something wrong where they're gonna do it and do something wrong with it? So anyhow, I'm seeing these cyber people come out from behind trees and capture my stuff. So I don't know.
Especially with that other article I sent you guys in that same email yesterday. That, the person who's, put one thing on the website, but it was tracking from all these other companies. So,
I need counseling because of you now.
Yeah, yeah. That should be our next session.
I sense a lawsuit coming.
Sorry. I wish I was a licensed counselor. I'm not.
You know what I mean, though. I'm kidding, but I'm not. I mean, it is. It's touchy. It's touchy.
It is.
We understand, yeah.
And
Lynn?
yes.
Oh, no, keep talking. You're still in that conversation with him.
I was just going to say, Dan's is Stephen's leader or minister leader. So, you're the one that's trained in counseling people of this call. So if you're paranoid, that makes me even more.
Yeah, I don't do virtual. I like to do real people things and so on.
Yeah.
Aren't we real people?
Well, you are, but
Yeah, but virtual's different.
In
But I-
today's world, yeah.
Segments of our computer screens, that's all.
I have a dumb question back on my earlier one.
Yes, go for it.
After I pause it, right? I paused that everything and I got what you told me to do.
Yeah.
But when I do, should I enter the Zoom room first? Because I have to click on the email to get there. Then do the background?
You can open the video before you start the Zoom meeting, but you want it up there so when you are presenting, you can go and get to it without disrupting the class.
To start the Zoom meeting, I go to the link that's been sent to me each week, just like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go to the email first to get myself on it.
I create a new tab in your browser. So they're both.
So that I'm host, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Or Jackie will make you the host.
Yeah, well, I've been host and I've been co-host.
Okay.
So there just should not be a problem, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll see how it goes. Thanks.
Yeah.
Lynn, I'm going to have to bow out. Thanks a
Okay.
lot, guys. See you
Good
next
to
week.
see ya.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ken.
See you.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
Other questions? Concerns? Not that I've terrified you all.
You have.
Never touch technology ever again.
That,
Well, Lynn, I'll just update you. My Verizon tech guy is coming today to upgrade the router to 200 Mbps. I've got my Roku sticks in hand.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm not terrified, but just have a few butterflies in the stomach about making this big switch to cut the cable, cut the video TV cable, and go to complete streaming.
Yeah. I get that. Welcome to my world.
Not quite there yet, but I'm looking down that path.
Yeah. Let me know how it goes. There are definitely advantages of not having cable, but then there are other times where it's a little frustrating. So pros and cons, like everything.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah. Good luck. Look forward to hearing next week how it goes. Yep.
Betty Ann, looking at your virtual background there, do you have a green screen hung up behind you, or how
No.
is that? Okay.
No, I just went to where the choices are and saw this picture and clicked on it, and there it was. Yeah. I'm
you're
sitting where
not-
I usually do with the stairs behind me. I'm in my finished basement, so you often see the cats going up and down stairs or sitting on my lap, but I
you're
just
not
chose
on-
this today.
You're not on the beach.
No,
You know.
no.
Wishes.
But I'm going to try putting a different background, like you said, that I can find. I'll do something for fall. So hopefully it'll look different next week. We'll see.
See what I've got back there?
Mhm.
I've got perseverance, fruit of the spirit, do not worry, and provision.
We can't read it though from here.
Yeah, but I'm glad you read it.
It's all right. So we know what.
Encouraging.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about tomorrow. Today has enough trouble of its own. That's
Yes.
Matthew 6.
Well, we were told to have a black background when we recorded the virtual choir thing, and that just really threw me because I didn't have any place that I could hang something black because my computer was in a set place. That's another reason for getting a laptop. I can find a different background. But when all was said and done, not only, so I said, is it all right if it's a light background? I realized I have to have something dark on, so I don't fade into the background. They said, yeah, I said, I don't want to be the only one with a white background. Well, when it came out, if you notice, there's a ton of different backgrounds. Some people had their bookcases or their curtains that were floral curtains, and so I guess, and that's what you usually see in the virtual things. It's all just whatever is there.
Yeah.
So we'll see what.
Especially
the
for a
next one-
volunteer choir, it is what it is, like
Yeah.
whatever you have available to you. And I think a plain white background is just as nice as a
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
background.
You do that. But I guess I'll
I'll-
take the sailboat out for the choir.
All that I cared about was that the music was stunningly beautiful and it was presented in a nice way, where sometimes you'd just see the 4 parts and other times you'd see the rest of you. And it was beautiful. So
Yeah, they did a great
you can
job
put
of
whatever
putting
you want in the
together.
background. Just give me the music and the people.
Well, they did a great job of putting that all together. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just, that's amazing. It took them forever and ever and ever. I mean, yes, to record your own thing takes like 10, maybe 11 takes or more to do it. But then when he has to put it all together, that's just the, it makes you look good.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
great.
amazing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thanks for your help. I can see my cursor now.
Oh,
Yay.
good.
Is it nice and
Did you see
big?
how big you could make it? I mean, you can't miss it once you get that function in.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm going to bow out. I have to go, but thank you, Lynn, for all your
good to
help.
see you.
See you
Bye-bye.
next week. Bye.
Yeah, I don't think we had exciting things to talk about this week. You have a
I'm going
question?
to say
for-
goodbye. It was good seeing you.
Good to
Okay,
see you
bye-bye.
all. Other
is there anything else? I mean, not necessarily now, but like next week, is there anything else you could help us with the stuff that you sent us? Is there any, is there any way to live through all the traffic?
Paranoia.
Yeah,
Oh.
right. No, I mean, something, because I didn't even understand the whole thing. I mean, I read, as I got into it, I thought, oh, I don't even know what they're saying, except that it's bad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If there were words you didn't understand, let me know, and I'll try to, I can do definitions and things with you next time.
Is this the social media? Are you talking about the social?
Is this the documentary?
yeah,
That,
I was talking.
yeah, or
I
the
was talking-
news articles I sent out, or both?
Yeah, the documentary thing, but like I say, I mean, you've been giving us pretty good information. You wouldn't change anything that you've told us, right, as far as what we should be doing,
Mhm.
other than writing your congressman or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have too much power, and it's hard as individuals, but as a collective group, I don't know if you guys remember maybe 5 years ago, there was a lot of talk about net neutrality, which was Congress was trying to decide if companies could kind of buy websites and sell them as packages like the cable industry. So it was no longer like free reign of individuals. And common people wrote to congressmen and different things and said, no, we don't want this. And it didn't become a thing. So, you know.
Would that have prevented what we're doing here, you mean?
It would have prevented maybe some of the hate speech we're seeing across the internet today. I can get you guys more resources of what that was if you want, but it was basically Amazon, or not Amazon, like AT&T, if I remember correct. This was so long ago and I don't remember all the specifics, but it was basically they would sell you, like, it costs $10 a month to go to Facebook and Amazon and, you know, whatever list of companies, but it's $20 if you want to go to YouTube and this and that, and like sell you packages. So it was kind of more regulated in some ways, I guess.
Do you think that would have helped keep people from, I mean, people think they're getting stuff free, and the freer it is, the more it's not free, really.
Right.
And, but would it have, if we were paying for it, do you think it would have been the same way anyway? I mean, there's still have
It's hard to say. I'm sure there would be
That could
other.
have been Pandora's box, so that could have gone, you start paying and who knows.
It would have gotten expensive really quickly.
right.
And especially for the lower income folks that are struggling to pay for internet right now, especially for like school age kids trying to do virtual school that, you know, are under the poverty line, it's a big issue, and it would have just exacerbated that. But again, there are pros and cons to everything, and we don't know what could have been, you know.
Well, and people would have still tried to get around it. Oh, they didn't want to pay for it. They could find some way to get around it and get it.
My guess is it would be more like China and Russia, where the powers that be would have more control and say, this is what we're going to allow you to see, and this is what you're not allowed to see. But I honestly don't know. I'd have to do more research of all of that again. It's been 5 to 10 years since that was a big issue. So
Maybe you would have been in control.
no, I wouldn't have been in control.
Okay.
But yeah,
He is
Obama
now.
was president during that stuff. So that tells you it was a while ago. Yeah.
Thank you for all you do. You're great.
Thank you so much.
To help. I wish I
You-
had bet
you-
more information, more legitimate
You
answers.
do a wonderful job.
Yes,
You.
great.
Shout if you have other questions. We'll see you next week, I guess.
The good news is I will. The bad news is I will. So
It's always good to see you, though.
It is good, yes.
I got a haircut.
That's exciting.
It
Yeah.
was. I actually saw a person. It
Wow.
wasn't cut
Wow.
virtually. It was really cut, so that was good.
Did you have to wear a mask during it, or did they
Oh.
take it off so that they could get around the ears?
No, of course I would wear a mask. You know, the person that I told you, I'm the poster child. The person that's supposed to be careful during this, I'm supposed to be careful. So
Yeah,
you're the closest I get here. So that's good.
yeah.
Y'all have a good weekend.
You
Okay.
too.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm
Bye-bye.
gonna go, y'all. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Have a
you.
good week.